The sun had just begun to rise over the horizon, casting a golden hue across the busy harbor town of Elysia. This town, known for its bustling markets and vibrant trade, was the heart of commerce in the region. Ships from faraway lands docked here, bringing with them exotic goods, rare spices, and tales of distant shores. The streets were alive with the sounds of traders haggling, children laughing, and the occasional clinking of coins changing hand. Among the crowd, a tall, well-dressed merchant made his way through the market. He was a man of mystery, known to many as a traveler who had journeyed to the far corners of the world. His clothes, made from the finest silks, hinted at his wealth. But it was the ornate chest he carried that caught everyone's attention. The chest, intricately carved and adorned with precious stones, seemed to hold something of great value. As he walked, the merchant's eyes scanned the crowd, searching for the perfect spot to set up his challenge. He was no ordinary merchant. He thrived on the thrill of outwitting others, always looking for ways to turn a simple transaction into a game of wits. He had traveled from kingdom to kingdom, offering a challenge that had yet to be met. Today, he would test the people of Elysia. Finally, the merchant found an open space near the center of the market where the crowd was thickest. He placed the chest on a small wooden table and stood beside it, his presence commanding immediate attention. Slowly, the noise of the market began to die down as people noticed the stranger and his intriguing chest. "Ladies and gentlemen of Elysia," the merchant called out, his voice strong and clear, cutting through the murmur of the crowd. "Gather around, for I have brought with me a challenge, one that has baffled the greatest minds across many lands." The crowd, curious and eager for entertainment, quickly formed a circle around the merchant. Traders paused their deals, children ran up to see, and even the elderly, who rarely left their homes, found a place to watch the spectacles. The merchant opened the chest with a flourish, revealing 2 pearls nestled in a bed of velvet. They were nearly identical, both gleaming with a soft, iridescent glow. The crowd gasped at their beauty, but the merchant wasn't interested in merely showing off his treasure. "These 2 pearls," the merchant began, "are the focus of my challenge. One of these pearls is a genuine rare gem from the depths of the ocean. The other is an imitation, crafted so skillfully that even the most experienced jeweler would struggle to tell them apart. But there is a difference, and that difference is what I challenge you to find." The crowd leaned in closer, eager to take a look. The merchant continued, "If anyone here can correctly identify the real pearl, I will leave it here as a gift. However, if you fail, you must pay me a substantial sum. I offer only one chance. Choose wisely." One by one, brave souls from the crowd stepped forward to examine the pearls. First came a jeweler, well known in Elysia for his expertise. He carefully picked up the pearls, rolling them between his fingers, examining them under the light. The crowd watched in silence, hoping he might be the one to succeed. After several minutes, the jeweler stepped back, shaking his head. "I'm sorry," he said, his voice filled with regret. "They are too similar. I cannot tell which is real." Next, a sailor who had spent years at sea tried his hand. He was familiar with the treasures of the ocean and had seen many pearls in his time. He inspected the pearls closely, smelling them, feeling their weight, even biting them gently to test their hardness. But in the end, he too admitted defeat. "This is no ordinary test," the sailor said. "These pearls are unlike any I have seen before." The crowd grew restless as more people tried and failed. A scholar attempted to use his knowledge of minerals, while a blacksmith tested their durability with a small hammer. Each time, the result was the same. No one could identify the real pearl. As the day wore on, the crowd began to lose hope. It seemed that the merchant's challenge was unbeatable. Some people began to drift away, disappointed, while others stayed, hoping for a miracle. Just as the merchant was about to declare victory, an elderly man pushed his way through the crowd. He was not someone the townspeople recognized, but there was something about him that commanded respect. His clothes were simple, worn from years of use, and he walked with the aid of a wooden cane. But his eyes, though aged, were sharp and clear. The elderly man approached the merchant with a calm demeanor. "May I have a try?" he asked, his voice steady. The merchant, intrigued by the man's confidence, nodded. "Of course, old man, but remember, you only have one chance." The elderly man smiled gently. "One chance is all I need." He requested a bowl of seawater, which the merchant provided, though with a look of skepticism. Crowd watched in silence as the man carefully placed both pearls into the water. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, slowly, one of the pearls began to sink to the bottom, while the other floated on the surface. The crowd gasped in surprise, and the merchant's expression turned from confidence to disbelief. The elderly man reached into the bowl, retrieving the sunken pearl, and held it up for all to see. "This is the real pearl," he declared with certainty. The merchant could only nod in agreement. "You are correct," he admitted. "The real pearl is indeed the one that sank." The crowd erupted in applause, celebrating the man's success. The merchant, true to his word, left the pearl with the old man as a gift, and without another word, he packed up his chest and left the market, defeated for the first time. After the excitement had died down, the townspeople gathered around the elderly man, eager to hear how he had managed to solve the riddle that had stumped so many others. "Please tell us," one of the merchants asked. "How did you know which pearl was real?" The elderly man smiled kindly and explained, "The ocean is a harsh place, filled with pressure and darkness. A real pearl is formed under these conditions, gaining weight and density over time. When placed in water, it sinks because it carries the burden of its creation. The fake pearl, on the other hand, is light and hollow, unable to withstand the same forces. It floats because it has no substance." In life, we are often quick to judge people based on their outward appearance or how they present themselves. But true value is found in those who have faced challenges, endured hardships, and come out stronger. Like the real pearl, these people carry a weight that cannot be seen, but it is what makes them truly valuable. In today's fast-paced world, where success is often measured by material wealth, appearances, or how quickly one can achieve fame, this story serves as a reminder of what truly matters. The real pearl represents those who have faced adversity with grace and patience. These are the people who, despite life's challenges, remain grounded, humble, and strong. They do not break under pressure, and their value is not diminished by the trials they have endured.